Okay, back to that attack at Monterey Trail High School, sparking a conversation about mental health in all of our
It
schools.
comes as Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled the state's master plan to tackle mental health challenges with young people. Here in California, about 1/3 of 7th and 9th graders and about half of juniors reported having feelings of chronic sadness in school last year. And it's estimated that 1 in 10 kids between the ages of 12 and 17 suffered from at least one major depressive episode in the past year. Newsom says he wants to double the amount of counselors and care support in schools.
We will provide $20,000 scholarships for 2 years of your service. You come to the schools and you work as a counselor, peer support, a paraprofessional. You provide support, $20,000 of any of your loans or education will be forgiven, specifically in this plan.
The plan announced is meant to make it easier for kids to access critical mental health and substance abuse services in their schools, homes, and communities. ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo joins us live outside the state capitol this morning.
So, Bridget, what role is the pandemic? We've heard this. What role is it playing in students' mental health now?
Well, Walt, it's certainly affecting them in more ways than one. Since the COVID-19 lockdown, many young people feel increasingly disconnected and isolated after spending so much time at home away from their peers. And that's translating to the mental health setting. Professionals say they've seen a decline in mental health, an increase in depression and anxiety, even visits to the ER to address these issues. And like so many of us, adolescents are trying to cope with stress and manage those feelings, and some of those feelings pertain to anger and dealing with social conflict. Earlier this week, we told you about that violent attack at an Elk Grove high school where a 15-year-old lunged at another teen with a fire extinguisher. And at this time, it's unclear what role, if any, mental health played in that attack, but it's gaining the attention from a lot of different experts who want to prevent future attacks from happening on our classroom campuses across the state of California. Yesterday, Sacramento Police Chief, formerly Daniel Hahn, he sat down with Walt at the 11 a.m. morning news on ABC 10, and he talked about school resource officers, how he would like to see more of them in schools to address this issue. Also, in addition to mental health services as an outlet for these students.
Unfortunately, what we've been through over the last couple of years is more division than collaboration. And I think we're starting to see the results of it. Whatever happens in the communities is also happening on our campuses. So when you see increase in violence or increase in just this disagreements and anger, well, you're going to see that on campus too. And so we have to adjust for that and collaborate with agencies that can address that with our youngest, most valuable assets in our world are our kids and our family.
Governor Gavin Newsom acknowledges that this issue needs more statewide attention, which is why he has laid out that master plan to call for a number of resources and more funding in the classroom. And specifically, we are hearing from mental health professionals who specialize on this topic who would like to see some meaningful change, and they have some ideas about what specifically they would like to see. So we'll hear from them coming up in about 30 minutes from now.
You mentioned the governor's plan, Bridget. What else does the governor's plan do for schools talking about this?
He wants to focus, Walt, on a number of prevention efforts. He talks about that a lot in his plan, but specifically the focus, he says, needs to be on investing in counseling. He would like to see 10,000 counselors up and down the state in these classrooms to address these issues, be there for kids when they need somebody, and also train teachers, make them more equipped to spot the warning signs so that if anything were to happen, if there's chatter going on about would-be attacks, they can stop it from happening before it turns physical.
Good points. Okay, that's Bridget Biorlo, who's out at the Capitol. Bridget, thank you.